Dito sila naman, sino man ang NBO ang Puma? NB.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the following projects. First is 23N00206. Second, 23N00207. Third, 23N. Third is 23N0028. 23N00209. 24N00027. 24N00183, 24N00188, 24N00191, 24N00192. Before we proceed with the pre-bid conference proper, let us first determine if there is a quorum from the Bids and Awards Committee. Ma'am Sarah Bisaya.
Okay, sir. Good morning to each and everyone. For this pre-bid conference of 9 projects, civil works project, and for today's attendance of this pre-bid conference, we have our back chairperson, Attorney Joey Digingani, Attorney Ormel Digo, Engineer Cristina Luz Arcakayan, Engineer Ruth D. Cantiveros, and from the back TWG, as head of the BAC TWG, Architect Cherry Ann Sikoro, Engineer Lowell Yandog, and Attorney Shasen Milim. And also we have here Engineer Glenn Castañeda. From the BAC Secretariat, Flora Sara Divisaya, yours truly, Engineer Saldi Ayendres, Miss Michelin Mundaga, Miss Annabel Musquida, and Miss Stephen Joy Constante. We have here our presenters from the Planning and Design Division, Architect Brian Licong, Mary Angie Salobre, Architect Mary Ann Salobre, Engineer John Dane A. Agimata, Engineer Michael Jude Alejandria, Engineer Mark James Zoleta, Engineer Jed Christian Gabriel, and Engineer Mark John L. Apas, all of the Planning and Design Division. We have also do we have any from online, from our participating bidders or prospective bidders? But wala na may tao. Oh, sorry, they are at the back. So with us, we have Annabel Dumagat of Gonzalado Enterprises. Ma'am? Okay. And also Chufi Galvi of BN Builders. Okay, sir. Then we invited also COA and SCASB, or Society of Contractors of Agusan Surigao and Butuan City Incorporated, and also Anti-Graft and Transparency Advocates of Surigao Incorporated, or AGDA-C. But there is no representative from them to attend this pre-bid conference today. We have our house rules and reminders for this pre-bid conference. First, please be guided also of the provisions of RE 9184 and its IAR, as well as the GPPB issuances. Dropping of bid, only CWA registered representatives will be allowed. If not available, SPA will be recognized subject to the following guidelines. First, the SPA should be emailed to the BAC Secretariat using the PhilGIPS registered email of the company. This way, the company cannot claim forgery or no knowledge of the submission. Second, the original copy of the SPA should be submitted to the box secretariat together with a copy of company ID and any government issued ID with picture and signature. Third, only one representative per company is allowed during the bidding period due to the limited space of the conference room. Additional participants can view, the live coverage or through Zoom. Third, reminders, qualifications of the materials engineers should include the DPWH accreditation issued through a department order. Deadline of submission is at 10 a.m. sharp. Notary should not be taken lightly. It can lead to criminal prosecution and blacklisting. Lastly, bidders are directed to use no, this is no longer applicable. So for a house rules, when called, raise your hand to be recognized. Phones on silent mode. Call should be answered outside. Fifth, for questions and clarifications, raise your hand to be recognized before raising any issue. That's all, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So there being a quorum from the Bids and Awards Committee members, so let us now proceed with our pre-bid conference presentation. So who will first present?
Well, architect, Engineer Michael, okay.
Okay,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am, sir. I will be presenting the project with a contract ID of 23N00206, rehabilitation of disaster-related infrastructure and other facilities, repair, rehabilitation of bridge, Sulibao Bridge, for Bunawan Bridge, Hubang Bridge, and Bayugan Parallel Bridge 3. For Cluster 1A1, repair rehabilitation of Bridge Sulibao Bridge B00899MN along the Ang Maharlika Agusan Davao section with an appropriation of 39,700,000 pesos, ABC of 1,389,500 pesos, and a contract duration of 150 calendar days with an ABC of 1 million. Oh, 38. Wait. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, for the interruption. Thank you. Sorry, ma'am, for the with an ABC of Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers, 0.66%. Other general requirements, 2.55%. Earthwork, 2.01%. Surface courses, 1.42%. Bridge construction, 93.36%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, installation of restrainer, expansion joint, replacement of metal railing, application of asphalt. Summary of quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part E. And also for Part F, bridge construction. Quarry site, Lapinigan Creek, Agusan del Sur. Material, boulder, sand, and gravel. Average hauling distance, 11 kilometers. Open po bids. Ay. Ah, total. Sir. Total, sir. Yeah. Naka per project lang sa sir. Oh. Nakabahin-bahin siya per bridge. Yes, ma'am. For cluster 1A2, rehabilitation of Bunawan Bridge along Daang Maharlika, Agusan Davao section, appropriation of 19,650,000 and an ABC of 18,962,250 pesos. Contract duration of 120 calendar days. Opening of bids, September 10, 2024. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers, 0.26%. Other general requirements, 0.76%. Earthwork, 12.50%. Bridge construction, 86.46%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, installation of restrainer and carbon fiber sheet. Summary of quantities for Bunawan Bridge, Part A, Part B, and Part F. For quarry site, name of source, Candy East Mountain Quarry, Agusan del Sur. Material, common barrow. Average hauling distance, 32 kilometers. Tadela, Simula River, Agusan del Sur. Material, boulders, sand, and gravel at 22 kilometers. Yan. Yes, ma'am, for ka. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, every project, ma'am, na for sa first cluster, patkabok, ma'am. For cluster 1A3, repair rehabilitation of bridge, Hubang Bridge, B01744 MN, along Daang Maharlika, Agusan, Davao section. Appropriation of 19,650,000 pesos. ABC, 18,962,000 pesos, 250 pesos. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Description of work to be done, facilities for the engineers, 1.52%. Other general requirements, 1.21%. Earthwork, 3.44%. Bridge construction, 93.82%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, redecking and replacement of concrete railing at superstructure. Summary of quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part F. Name of sources, Bangunay River, Agusan del Sur, Lapinigan Creek, Agusan del Sur. Materials, common barrow, boulder, sand, and gravel, with average hurling distance of 53 kilometers and 14 kilometers. For cluster 1A4, repair rehabilitation of Bridge Bayugan Parallel Bridge 3, B01942 MN, along Daang Maharlika, Agusan, Davao section, with an appropriation of 19,050,000 pesos. ABC, 18,383,250 pesos. Contract duration of 150 calendar days. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers, 2.60%. Other general requirements, 6.96%. Earthwork, 17.20%. Sub-base and base course, 2.06%. Surface course, 14.65%. Bridge construction, 56.54%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, installation of restrainer, construction of expansion joint, and asphalt overlay. For the summary of quantities, Part A, Part B, for Part C, Part E, and Part F. For the quarry site, sources, Candies Mountain Quarry, Agusan del Sur, Lapinigan Creek, Agusan del Sur. Materials, common barrow and aggregate sub-base course, boulder, sand, and gravel, with an average hauling distance of 53 kilometers and 20 kilometers. For Sulibao Bridge, plans, location map, the general elevation. For the Bunawan Bridge, the location map, general plan and elevation. Carbon fiber plan. For cluster 1A3, Ubang Bridge, location map, general plan and elevation, typical cross sections, concrete slope protection detail. For cluster 1A4, Bayugan Parallel Bridge 3, location map, general plan and elevation, typical sections, and that's all, ma'am, sir.
Yes, sir. So do we have any questions or clarifications? So I think there's none. So you may now proceed with the next project, sir.
Next, I will be presenting the cluster 1B with a contract ID of 23N000207, rehabilitation of disaster-related infrastructure and other facilities, repair rehabilitation of bridge, Mabuhay Bridge, and Banahaw Bridge. For cluster 1B1, repair rehabilitation of bridge Mabuhay Bridge, B00852MN, along Daang Maharlika, Surigao, Agusan section, with an appropriation of 29,500,000 pesos, with an ABC of 28,467,500 pesos. Location at Sison, Surigao del Norte, with a contract duration of 150 calendar days. Description of work to be done, 0.66%. Other general requirements, 2.55%. Earthwork, 2.01%. Surface course, 1.42%. Bridge construction, 73.43%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, construction of expansion joint, carbon fiber sheet at girder, reconstruction of abutment protection. Summary of quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, Part E, and for Part F. Quarry site, Anaw-Awon, Surigao del Norte, item 200, 300, and 505. Average hauling distance, 26 kilometers from project site. Bangunay River, item 104. Average hauling distance, 53 kilometers from project site. For cluster 1B2, repair, rehabilitation of bridge, Banahaw Bridge B01516 MN along Surigao City, San Juan Coastal Road, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Appropriation, 28,800,000 pesos. ABC, 27,792,000 pesos. Location, Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Contract duration, 150 calendar days. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineer, 1%. Other general requirements, 1.41%. Earthworks, 54.45%. Bridge construction, 43.17% with a total of 100%. Scope of work, replacement of abutment protection and slope protection, installation of restrainer at Pier 2, repair of pier coping at Pier 2 and 3. Summary of quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part F. For the quarry site, Anawan, Surigao del Norte, items 200, 300, 505, and 311. Average hauling distance, 8 kilometers from project site. Bangunay River, item 104. Average hauling distance, 73 kilometers from project site. For the plan for cluster 1B1, Mabuhay Bridge, location map, general plan and elevation, general plan at substructure, elevation plan at substructure, expansion joint detail, abutment protection detail. For cluster 1B2, Banahaw Bridge, location map, general plan and elevation, restrainer detail, typical sections, and that's all, ma'am, answer.
Thank you, sir. So, do we have any questions or clarifications from the presented PowerPoint? So, none. You may now proceed to the next project.
For the next project, 23N00208, rehabilitation of disaster-related infrastructure and other facilities. Repair rehabilitation of bridge, Lipata Bridge, along Daang Maharlika, Lipata, Surigao section, Surigao del Norte. With an appropriation of 19,200,000 pesos. ABC, 18,528,000 pesos. Location at Lipata, Surigao del Norte. Contract duration of 150 calendar days. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers, 1.41%. Other general requirements, 1.81%. Earthworks, 11.48%. Bridge construction, 85.30% with a total of 100%. Scope of work, repair, rehab of damaged slope protection, installation of carbon fiber sheet at deck slab, repainting of structural steel eye girders, removal, replacement of line canal. For the summary of quantities, for Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part F. Location map of the project. The general plan and elevation. Typical cross sections. Restrainer detail. For quarry site, Anaw-Awon, Surigao del Norte, item 200, 300, 505, and 311. Average hauling distance, 26 kilometers from the project site. For item 104 at Bangunay River, average hauling distance, 35 kilometers from the project site. And that's all, ma'am, sir.
Thank you, sir. Do we have questions or clarifications? So none. Proceed now to the next project.
The next project, 23 and 00209, rehabilitation of disaster-related infrastructure and other facilities, repair rehabilitation of bridge, Tugbungon Bridge, B01990 along Daang Maharlika, Surigao, Agusan section, Alegria, Surigao del Norte, with an appropriation of 19,500,000 pesos. ABC, 18,817,500 pesos. Location at Lipata, Surigao del Norte. With a contract duration of 120 calendar days. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers, 3%. Other general requirements, 10.22%. Earthworks, 7.12%. Bridge construction, 79.66%, with a total of 100%. Scope of work, installation of carbon fiber sheet and plate at girder 1, 7, and 8. Expansion joint at both abutments. Asphalt overlay at bridge and approaches. Summary of quantities for Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part F. Location map of the project. The general plan. Cross-section detail. General elevation. Quarry site, Matinao, Surigao del Norte, for item 200, 300, 505, and 311, with an average hauling distance of 25 kilometers from the project site. For item 104 at Bangunay River, with an average hauling distance of 26 kilometers from project site. That's all, ma'am and sir.
Thank you, sir. So questions or clarifications from the presentation? So none. Proceed, sir, to the next one.
Good morning once again. I'm going to present the project title Construction of Camp of Philippine Army, Barangay Dayuan, Tago, Surigao del Sur, Phase 6. Location, Barangay Dayuan, Tago, Surigao del Sur. With contract ID 24N00183, appropriation 30 million with EBC of 28,950,000. Contract duration 270 calendar days. Opening of bids September 6, 2024, 10 a.m. onwards. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers 0.51%. Other general requirements 5.28%. Earthworks 2.73%. Reinforced concrete 20.63%. Finishing and other civil works 11.57%. Electrical 14.19% with a total of 100%. Showing the location map of the camp. September 10. Okay. Correction, September. Proceed na lang po. Showing the location map of the camp at Barangay Tago. The lot plan and description. The site development plan of the camp. The project site was located at the dotted line at the bottom. The perspective motor pool building 1 floor plan. Building 2 floor plan with mezzanine floor. The typical elevation. Typical elevation and section. The window wall detail of the motor pool with on the side on mezzanine, part on the mezzanine, and doors and window schedule. foundation plan, typical detail of tie beam, and column footing details. The roof framing plan and rafter details and the blow up details. The pump house plan and also the detail of the pump house. The typical trench detail and its description. Submersible detail. Showing the section plan of pump house and layout of the water system. The traverse of the site, which the pipe going to existing water tank above. The profile of the soil. Medyo habog-habog siya. Summary of quantities. Dili sa tambakan. Bali musaka gid siya. Ang pipe musaka gid siya. The general equipment requirements. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Do we have questions or clarifications? So none, you may now proceed to the next project.
Okay, thank you. Project title, DOH Health Facilities Enhancement Program under close parenthesis, HPIP, close parenthesis, Caguait Super Health Center. Location, Purok Talisay B, Barangay Aras Asan, Caguait, Surigao del Sur. With a contract ID 24N00191, ABZ of 11,650,000 with a duration of 240 calendar days and the opening of bids which is September 10, 2024, 10 a.m. onwards. Description of work to be done. Facilities for engineers, 2.24%. Other general requirements, 2.55%. Earthworks, 5.48%. Reinforced concrete, 25.63%. Finishing and other civil works, 57.74%. Electrical, 4.25%. Mechanical, 2.11% with a total of 100%. The location map of the project site at Barangay Caguait. The perspective. The site development plan which is be erected the building will be erected. The standard plan of DOH. Standard elevation. And the section. Summary of quantities. Continue summary quantities. And the minimum requirements of equipment. And that's all.
Thank you, sir. So, any questions or clarifications? So, none. We now proceed.
Mm. I- Actually, na may focal person sa DOH diri sa ato planning. So si Engineer Wingcock and i-coordinate pa namo na by barangay, by location sa ilang pan. Mm. 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 Actually sa MUA namang gitoy attachment nga mga kanang sa ilang lat balik i-appeal sa MUA nga mag-provide sila kuan like titulo. So, kana ginapalo pa namo na karon. Kaya appeal man sa Samoa ma'am. Under kuan pa ma'am. Ongoing pa ang kuan sa Samoa. So pending pa kitang mo ano.
Feedback lang mo kaamo.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Same, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sige, ma'am. Amo ray i-address naman na sa focal person. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. So sir, kindly take note na lang of
Copy,
what to
sir.
do. So, okay, let us now proceed to the next project.
Okay. Since same sa raman ang cancer project, location lang ang kuan differ. So, mo-proceed na lang ta sa next presentation na project, sir. Ay, kuan gyapon. Okay, sige, sir. Okay. Okay, the next project is DOH Health Facility Enhancement Program. It's with Mangagoy Super Health Center. Location at Barangay Mangagoy, Bislig City, Surigao del Sur. Contract ID 24N00192 with a population of 12 million with EBC of 11,650,000. The location is Mangagoy, Bislig, Surigao City, Bislig City, Surigao del Sur. Contract duration of 250 calendar days and the opening of bids which is September 10, 2024, 10 a.m. onwards. Description of work to be done. Facilities for the engineers is 2.24%. Other general requirements 2.55%. Earthwork 5.48%. Reinforced concrete 25.63%. Finishing and other civil works 57.74%. Sorry. Electrical 4.25%. Mechanical 2.11%, which is total of 100%. Location map of the project site, which is in the Bislig City. The perspective, standard perspective. The standard floor plan of Superhealth. And also the elevations. The sections. Summary of quantities. And the minimum equipment requirements. Same on the previous presentation. And that's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do we have clarifications or questions from the for the presentation? So, same ang problem? Okay. So kindly take note na lang, sir, regarding the official letter to be sent to the DOH, right?
Okay, noted, sir.
Ah, thank you. So for the next project, who will present?
I can. So good morning once again. We'll be presenting the completion of the University Library Building, Tandag Campus, Phase 2, Northeastern Mindanao State University, located at Tandag City, Surigao del Sur. With a contract ID of 24N00188, appropriation of 15 million, ABC is 13,600,000 pesos. With 180 calendar days, and opening of bids is on September 10, 2024 till 10 a.m. For the description of works to be done, facilities for the engineers, 1.43%, other general requirements, 6.76%, earthwork, 1.43%, reinforced concrete, 4.11%, finishing and other civil works, 31.80%, electrical works, 15.18%, mechanical, 24.32%, and electronics, 14.96%, with total of 100%. So the scope of work to be done in this project, we have the second floor ceiling work, additional PWD toilet, doors and windows for phase 2, powerhouse, generator set, other electrical works, elevator, public address system, auxiliary system, fire alarm system, ceiling works, public plumbing works, electronics, air conditioning, railing, metal accessories, and other finishing and civil works. So this is the perspective of the library. And this is the existing structure in Tandag campus. Interior existing. So mainly interior finishes lang and renovations and other ginagmay ng mga additional rooms. For the second floor of the library existing. Vicinity map and site development plan. Ground floor plan. Second floor plan. Front elevation and rear elevation of the project. Right side elevation and left side elevation. Second floor reflected ceiling plan. Foundation plan, which is ang additional lang is the PWD toilet for each floor. For second floor framing plan. Roof beam framing plan. And the powerhouse foundation plan and structural detail. Summary of quantities. For Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D, and Part E, and Part F, Part G, Part H, or return. And the minimum equipment requirement. That's all, thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am. Do you have any questions or clarifications from the presentation? So there is none. You may now proceed to the last project.
Good morning, everyone. For the last project, we have the title, Daang Marle Castro Gaugusan Section, kilometer 1176 plus 750 to kilometer 1176 plus 960. It is continuing projects. The project ID, P00800152MN. The contract ID 24N0027. The appropriation is 11,200,000. The ABC is 11,808,000. Contract duration is 75 calendar days. Location, Kitsaro, Agusan del Norte. Opening of bids is on September 10 until 10 a.m. Type of works to be done for component 1, road widening. We have facilities for engineers, other requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface courses, drainage protection structures, miscellaneous structures. For component 2, we have the road slope protection structures, we have earthworks, and drainage slope protection structures with its weighted percentage, as shown on the right side, with a total of 100%. Project station limits, kilometer 1176 plus 750 to kilometer 1176 plus 960. Project length, 210 meters for road widening, and component 2, 283.8 square meter for road slope protection structures. We have continuation for the summary of quantities. We have the item descriptions, unit, quantity as planned, and quantity as POW. For component 1, we have road widening, as shown in the slides. Road widening of slope protection. Continuation for the summary of quantities. We have the item descriptions, unit, quantity for as planned and as POW. And then for component 2, we have road slope protection structures, item descriptions, unit, quantity as planned and quantity as POW, as shown in the slides. It is a continuing project. So we have the location plan, the grading quantities of the project. For the location, as shown in the slides, for road widening and road slope protection structures. We have the quarry site for item 200, item 300, item 505, 506 at Magchaco River in Surigao del Norte. Average hauling distance of 14 kilometers from the project site. Item 104 at Bangunay Mountain Quarry for item 104, located in Nabunga, Agusan del Norte. Average hauling distance of 14 kilometers from the project site. For item 311 at Matinao River in Surigao del Norte, in Mainit, Surigao del Norte. Average hauling distance of 31 kilometers from the project site. You have the location plan of the project. This is the Daang Maharlika Highway, Surigao, Agusan, going to Butuan and then going to Surigao City. Between in Barangay Beltran, in Kitcharo, Agusan del Norte. And then going to, in this area is in Barangay Halyubong, in Kitcharo, Agusan del Norte. So this is the location of the project. Itong portion nga, uneven elevation, road widening. Itong section, ito doon sa PICAS, continuing projects. Kining area. 200 meters, ma'am. So we have the minimum equipment requirements of the project as shown in the slides. We have the breakdown of the project. 2.5 months. Continuation for the project billboard. Continuation for the traffic management plan. Typical cross-section for the project. This is the existing roadway. Going to Butuan is going to Surigao. So this is the left side, new constructions. It's the protection, road slope protection structures. And this is the roadway. 3.5 meters width rather. Normal flat section, typical normal flat section of the project. You have the topographic plan and profile of the project. You have the cross sections of the project. Continuation for the cross section of the project. That's also for the last project.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any questions or clarifications? So none. Let us now proceed with the presentation of our technical and financial documents or requirements.
Okay, for the technical and the financial component of the bid. First, for the technical requirements, first, field GIF certificate of registration and membership, platinum. Second, if not enrolled in CWA, following Class A and B documents not covered by field GIF's certificate. Here are the following. First, pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government private projects, SLCC, NFCC computation and statement of total assets and liabilities, and GBA if applicable. Letter B, if enrolled in CWA Class A and B documents in CWA, if any, to be updated. For the bid security in the prescribed form, amount and validity period, here are the acceptable forms. It can be a cashier's check, manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank at 2% of ABC. Another one, it can be a bank draft, guarantee, or a revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank if issued by a foreign bank confirmed or authenticated by a universal or commercial bank at 2% of ABC. Another one, we have the surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security at 5% of ABC. And lastly, the most common one, it's a bid securing declaration. Fourth requirement, it's a project requirement which shall include the following. Letter A, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B, list of contractors key personnel, say clause 14.2A3B BDS, to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification data. Letter C, list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units owned, list and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership, less purchase and certification of availability of equipment from lessor vendor for project duration. See clause 14.2A 3C BDS. Lastly, we have the omnibus sworn statement in the form of prescribed by GPPB Resolution Number 16-2020. Please take note that any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. And for our financial requirement, first, it should be a duly signed financial bid form in accordance with the form prescribed in Section 9 bidding forms. 2, it should be duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. 3rd, duly signed detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid. 4th, it should be a duly signed quarterly, monthly cash flow and payments schedule. Again, please take note that if there are any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist, it's a ground for outright rejection of the bid. That's all for the technical and financial requirement during the bidding conference.
Thank you, Ma'am Sarah. So, do we have any questions or clarifications regarding the technical and financial requirements? So, there is none. So, may I hear the pleasure of the body? It has been moved and seconded. So, I now declare this pre-bid conference adjourned. Thank you and have a wonderful day.